hydrated, and we are ready for Talking Wrestling. Welcome to Talking Wrestling, episode number 9, I believe. And we are here. It's a big one. We have official Wrestlemania 2025 predictions. We also have stand and deliver predictions. Not all the matches are confirmed, but we're just going to go through the matches that are confirmed. And yeah, there's going to be no Raw, no SmackDown, just predictions today for this main episode. It's already a big episode with just Wrestlemania. And then you add stand and deliver, which is also going to be a great show. It's always a good show, NXT. It's going to be a great episode. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. It's my official 2025 WrestleMania predictions with some NXT stand and deliver. Hopefully you guys enjoy, guys. And we have some water because it's going to be a good episode to stay hydrated. And, if I could be actually able to talk, because I want to, be able to express myself good in this video, because it's WrestleMania season. We're WrestleMania week. It's going to be a great week. Hall of Fame, SmackDown, Raw just passed was good. We're not going to talk, like I said, no Raw, SmackDown, but we'll, from the matches, we'll lead some stuff that happened in Raw in the matches, like the Seth Rollins, Roman's, CM Punk promo. But hopefully you guys enjoy this video, and let's get started, guys. As always, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and the notifications on. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Let's get started with NXT Stand and Deliver. So we'll speed run through this. There's some good matches, but we want to get to the WrestleMania predictions, So we'll start off with Ricky Sainz versus Ethan Page. I think Ethan Page is going to win the Fatal 4-Way. I believe Lexus King is in it. I think Eddie Thorpe and someone else, but it's a number one contender. I feel like Ethan Page has to win, and Wesley, he's also in the match, but I feel like Ethan Page has the more storyline with Ricky Sainz. He's attacked him a lot. When he was signing his contract, he interrupted him. So did Wesley. So it's one of those. But either way, Ricky Sainz is walking out as NXT Stand and Deliver as North American Champion. It's too soon to take it off him, man. He shouldn't lose this right away. Like, he's one of the best in NXT. Honestly, should be in the main roster, like some people like in NXT right now. But I think Ricky Sainz, that's an easy pick for me, in my opinion. That's one of the easiest picks of the whole weekend. So yeah, Ricky Sainz retains the NXT North American Championship. Then we have, I think there's another number one contenders. I'm going to go with Brooks and Inamura to win that number one contenders and against Fraxium for the NXT Tag Team titles, but we don't know who's going to face Fraxium. Whoever does, I think nonetheless Fraxium is going to walk out as Stand and Deliver, but maybe they won't, because they've had a full year now with the titles. Maybe in Stand and Deliver, their biggest PLE, they're going to lose them, but I still want, they're literally my favorite tag team. And NXT probably in the whole world right now. They're probably the only ones from WWE going at it, strong, Can't think of, any until, the Lucha Bros reunite, obviously, and the Usos maybe. But there's no one going that, as them, they're cooking every time they get into match. They even fought one of the best tag teams in the world. Some will tell you the best, the Hardy Boys. So yeah, Fraxium has to win. Well, it doesn't have to, but, I think they're going to win and retain the tag titles. Then we have, there's two people missing. I don't know who they are, but my winner's already chosen. Zarya Zororuka, Carmen Petrovic, and Kelani Jordan are the ones currently in the North American ladder match for the women's title that was vacated by Stephanie McCare. And this is going to be a freaking great ladder match. This is going to start the whole show, and I think they're going to start off with either Zarya win or Zororuka. It has to be one of the two that are tag team for a while. That have been attacking for a while. And I don't know, man. I love Zororuka so much. I love Zarya. She's grown on me. But Zororuka, I really want her to win. I feel like deserves a title. She's been here since 2023. For sure more than Zarya. But Zarya has been a beast just in the small time she's been here. You know what? I'm gonna go with Zororuka. A lot of people are saying Zarya, but I think it's gonna be Zororuka. It's either one of them for sure. I don't think Kelani Jordan, she's already been. Carmen Petrovic could be a sneaky win. Whoever's missing, hopefully might be a good would have a good chance, but I think it's either Zarya or Zororuka. I'm going with Zororuka to become the new Women's North American Champion. Either one I'll be happy with. So yeah, and then I believe we have the two co-main events. We have Trick Williams versus Javon Evans versus Oba Femi for the NXT Championship, which is unfortunately going to main event. I think the next match that I'm going to talk about should main event, but yeah, Trick Williams, Javon Evans. So obviously this whole storyline of Trick Williams kind of going to the dark side, just beating everyone up, just not controlling himself for the NXT. He wants his NXT title back. He's been doing, being Eddie Thorpe the shiz out of him every week, having a promo with him, having a feud with him. And, even Javon Evans says, you're not Trick Williams, you're Carmelo Hayes. You're, like, basically turning Carmelo Hayes' worst enemy. And, I think Trick Williams might still be the leader of the Dark State. That's their new name. But, I mean, they beat him. They could be swerving us, like, they beat him up, so he's not the leader. But you never know, man. He might still be the leader. So, but for the match itself, who do I think is win? Javon Evans. I really want him to win, but I don't think his time is coming. But I feel like I would feel like he's actually gonna win. Like, I would have a feeling that, oh yeah, he's gonna win 100%. But in this match, I don't know. It could go either way. So, but Obafemi, obviously he could retain. He hasn't had the title for too long, and that's where I'm going, Obafemi. But either way, whoever wins, Trick Williams gets his title back. That's a good storyline. Obafemi retains it. He's gonna have a lot of more banger matches. Or Javon Evans gets his moment in WrestleMania weekend. That would be amazing. I really want Javon Evans to win, but I think Obafemi will win. Like I said, I don't care who wins, but it's going to be a good match. And a good match to main event, but the match I want to main event is Julia versus Stephanie Vaquer versus Jada Parker versus Jordynne Grace for the NXT Women's Championship. Obviously, Stephanie Vaquer being the champion walking into this. And she's going to walk out as champion. I don't care. She's going to go through all the odds. She's not going to do what Trick Williams did and lose it to, probably the most random here is, not random, but like Jada Parker. I don't think Jada Parker's going to win it. That would be a freaking surprise. But I feel like they could add like maybe a Cora Jade here, Roxanne Perez. But Jada Parker's good. But it's either Jordynne Grace, sorry, Jada Parker, but I don't think it's her time yet. She's been incredible. I freaking love her MMA, match with Lola Vice on NXT Underground. That was a banger. But it's either Jordynne Grace, Julia, and Stephanie Vaquer. I'm going with Stephanie Vaquer to retain. I don't care. She's been amazing. I think out of all of those, I think I love her like the most. And then Julia, and then Jordynne Grace, and then Jada Parker. But either way, like anyone, who walks out of this match is going to be a freaking incredible champion, because I believe each of them can have an incredible reign, and I think it's going to be a banger match, which I honestly think should main event. I don't know if they confirmed it, but I do think they confirmed it. I saw something on Twitter that's going to main event the triple threat for NXT title. No, this should have main event, Jordynne Grace, Jada Parker, Julia, Stephanie Vaquer, literally for your best women in the whole planet. Like, in NXT, having that much talent in NXT is crazy. But yeah, I feel like it's either going to be probably Stephanie Vaquer, Julia. I think Jordynne Grace moment will come later down the year. She for sure win that, but give Stephanie Vaquer more time. So yeah, that's NXT Stand and Deliver 2025 predictions. Some of the matches might not even be correct, because we still have NXT today. I'm recording this on Tuesday morning. I'm going to try to upload this on Tuesday afternoon or, nightish, for we can have my official WrestleMania predictions. I haven't recorded in a while because I was waiting for this video. So hopefully you guys enjoyed my NXT Stand and Deliver predictions. Let me run through them. So we have Ricky Saints beating Ethan Page and retaining the North American Championship. We have Stephanie Vaquer retaining the NXT Women's Championship in a banger match in a 4-way. Then we have Phaxiam being whoever the number one contenders. I do think Phaxiam will retain. Sol Ruca, that one's a tough choice, but I chose Sol Ruca over Zarya. I do think it's going to be one of them to become the new Women's North American Champion, Sol Ruca, and then Trick, Javon, Obafemi retains. And yeah, those are my NXT Stand and Deliver predictions. Hopefully you guys enjoy watching the show. I don't know if I'll be watching the show. I have some Easter activity in the morning, but I for sure will be back on WrestleMania. I'm not missing that, but in the morning, I don't know, maybe we'll catch up with it, but I'll see. Maybe I won't go, who knows, but yeah, I don't know. And now, it's time, guys. It's time. WrestleMania predictions. We obviously start off with WrestleMania Saturday. All the matches are confirmed for each night. Don't have the match order, obviously, but hopefully I get them all right. I'm going how I would book. It's time for some water. How I would book them in order, so hell yeah. So yeah, let's get started, guys. WrestleMania predictions, here we go. WrestleMania Saturday, so I think we're going to start off like everyone does. Jey Uso, Yeet versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. I think we're going to start off in a good feel moment, because I do think main event Jey Uso, Yeet, will win the World Heavyweight Championship. It's just meant to be, man. If he loses, like I said, I wouldn't be mad if Gunther retains. Honestly, I wouldn't. After, like, when he destroyed Jimmy and now this, like, freaking dominant Gunther. If he actually, like, it's an actual dominant Gunther and not, like, how it's been for the past months, I would freaking take it. And then have Jey Uso win at SummerSlam, or have the Money in the Bank and then cash it on Gunther. That would be, like, more long-term storytelling. But I feel at WrestleMania, he really won the Royal Rumble. They could have given it to John Cena easily. They could have given it to CM Punk, and he just main events with a world title match, but that doesn't make sense. So I guess Jey Uso had to win for it to make sense, and obviously John Cena had to win the Chamber. So I think it does make sense for Jey Uso to win. And there has been a lot of Royal Rumble winners that have lost, including John Cena, but just the first time. But Jey Uso, I think it has to win. I'm just being a little selfish. I want to see it so much, and especially in WrestleMania. SummerSlam is a good show, but I want to see it at like the biggest show, the grandest stage of them all. Jey Uso becomes World Champion. Thanks to Jimmy Uso, I do think it's gonna happen. If Jimmy Uso returns and screws him over again, oh my god, that's gonna be pissed. I don't want to freaking see that match ever again. One time is enough. So yeah, Jey Uso, he will win the World Heavyweight Championship. But like I said, if Gunther walks out, I wouldn't be that mad, to be honest. But I feel like we're going to start off the show in a good feel moment. And then we turn into El Grande Americano, Gracias, versus Rey Mysterio, the greatest luchador of all time. Until he gets beaten by El Grande Americano, I think El Grande Americano will beat Rey Mysterio, the legend, and take his legacy and become the greatest luchador of all time. I wouldn't go that far, just kidding. But El Grande Americano is going to win, I do think, by cheating some way, maybe with the metal plate or thing he puts in his mask. I do think that's where they're going. They've been doing that already 2 weeks in a row. Maybe have it do it at WrestleMania, or Rey Mysterio actually wins and reveals whoever the mask under the mask is. We still don't know who that is. I do think they can actually go to Rey Mysterio, but it's El Grande Americano's first WrestleMania. Have him win it, and then you could reveal him after the match. So yeah, give out El Grande Americano the win. So yeah, that was actually a hard one thinking about it. Like, they could reveal him, whoever it is. But I'm gonna go with a Gundam Americano. The rest, yes. Then we have, we'll go with L.A. Knight, yeah, versus Jacob Fatu, the Samoan Werewolf, for the United States Championship. And now, the only reason I think Jacob Fatu could lose is because of Solo Sikoa. But maybe he's going to be fighting someone else tonight too. So, I think either way, I was going to choose Jacob Fatu. I think they gave LA Knight the United States Championship just to walk into WrestleMania, but I don't think he's going to walk out. I think the Samoan Werewolf, there's no way they're going to make him lose, get pinned at WrestleMania. It is a big of show for Jacob Fatu to get pinned by. Like I said, I want it to be a huge superstar. Not that LA Knight is not like that top superstar, but like I feel like there's more. Like, I want a storyline for Jacob to get pinned. He hasn't gotten pinned. He's lost like tag matches, but he hasn't gotten pinned even in a tag match like how Penta was in the field, but he got pinned by Finn Balor in a tag match. He hasn't even been pinned, I don't believe. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna go with Jacob Fatu become the new United States champion. And I just want to see it. He deserves a title. He even deserves a world title already at this point. But obviously, start off with the mid-card title, the United States Championship. He's going to have a long reign. And honestly, I don't see him losing until, vacate. So, yeah. So, Jacob Fatu beats LA Knight. But if LA Knight, does the Super BFT and wins, I'll be happy with that. I really do love LA Knight, yeah. But Jacob Fatu is going to take off the title of LA Knight. Yeah. The Samoan Werewolf. Come on. It's going to be a good match. Then we have New Day versus War Raiders for the World Tag Team titles. Honestly, I'm just going to go with New Day. They haven't really done a good job. That's why I have this. There we go. Yeah, they haven't really done a good job with the New Day storyline after the whole Big E, separation and the whole New Day breakup. That was literally the best part of this whole, storyline with the New Day, but it's gone to where's it going? We don't know. So maybe they bring it all together and Big E caused the New Day here. He doesn't have to get personally involved by taking a bump, but he could just walk out, distract them, and then that's it. War Raiders retain. But I feel like to get this storyline more better, I guess I think you have to have the New Day win it, and then they can be more cocky and whatever, and add more story to the storyline with Big E. And I do think at WrestleMania 42, hopefully we'll get that New Day triple threat match. So I'm going to go with Kofi and Xavier to become the World Tag Team Champions. And they haven't won that specific title yet, so give them the win at WrestleMania. But I wouldn't be mad with World Raiders retain, to be honest. They've done a pretty good job as champions, but I think it's going to come to an end to the New Day. Just change that freaking song. So yeah, then we have Naomi versus Jade Cargill in a freaking personal rivalry. I'm freaking loving the storyline. it's gonna be a good match. Like the storyline, I feel is gonna be way better than their match. Not gonna lie, but I do think like these two for sure have potential to have a freaking banger, and I do think they will. But I feel like it's gonna be a little one-sided, and I think Jade Cargill is gonna take up the dub. I think she'll be a little bit more dominant, but Naomi, well, we'll get her strikes in. But I do think at the end it has to make sense for Jade Cargill got taken out by Naomi. It only means right that Jade Cargill gets the win, and I don't think that's gonna be the last we see of Naomi after this feud. I'll get into that later. So yeah, Jade Cargill beats Naomi. I feel like that's one of the easiest wins. Predictions of the week. But hey, Naomi could always pull out the win. And she kind of deserves it because she's been freaking doing incredible. Like, some people didn't know, or I didn't know that much that Naomi could freaking do a promo that well. She's kind of been carrying the story, I'm not gonna lie. So she's been an incredible job. But Jade Cargill is gonna, the storm is coming, and the storm is gonna take down Naomi, the glow, Then we have Charlotte Flair. Okay, I lied. This is not how I think my match order is. I don't even know. I do think we're gonna start with Jay and Gunther. I do think Charlotte Flair versus Tiffany Stratton, which we're gonna into right now, will be the co-main event before the main event of night one. So Charlotte Flair versus Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany time for the WWE Women's Championship. The storyline has gotten better. I wouldn't say it's reached its best. So hopefully they add a little bit more in this SmackDown. But it's been good. But man, I really wanted to be Tiffany Stratton, but I just feel like they haven't they haven't persuaded me to pick her that much. They haven't inspired me to think that she can actually have a chance against Charlotte Flair. But that promo, the 0-3 promo, that kind of won me over more. But what I freaking really want is Tiffany Stratton to beat Charlotte Flair, because Charlotte Flair doesn't need more titles right now. She's always going to have the 17th or 16th title, but just give Tiffany Stratton the win. Have her, it would suck just to, she got the win, and then at Backlash she loses it, but I think it's better losing at Backlash than at WrestleMania. Give Tiffany Stratton the huge win. That's what I want, but I think everyone and their mother thinks Charlotte Flair is going to win, and I don't know. This one's actually a pretty hard one. This is probably the hardest one from WrestleMania. Actually, no, that's cap. I think this is the second hardest one, then the main event, which we're going to get into right now. Oh, man, I don't know. You know what? Let me take a sip of this water, and then I'll give you my answer. So who will walk out of WrestleMania 41 as WWE Women's Champion? It's of course Tiffany time, baby. You think I'm gonna shoot Charlotte Flair? Woo! Hell no! Get that woo out of here. Charlotte Flair is not gonna beat Tiffany Stratton. I don't care. I'm putting it out to the world. The world's probably gonna freaking slam me in the face and you really thought that Charlotte wasn't gonna beat Tiffany? What the hell? But I don't care. I'm choosing Tiffany time. I don't care about the predictions. I want Tiffany time. It's always Tiffany time, and now especially in WrestleMania, the grand stage of them all. For first WrestleMania, I believe. She has to be walking out as champion. I don't care. Charlotte Flair is for sure going to probably win, but I don't care. I'm choosing Tiffany time. Tiffany time, you already know. Against Charlotte Flair. That's the way I feel. And there's 100% always a chance. So, yeah, Tiffany Stratton retains the WWE Women's Championship. And now we get to the main event. Ooh. Basically, the custody of Paul Heyman. That's not the actual match, but it's just basically this. Seth freaking Rollins versus CM Punk. It's clobbering time versus the OTC Roman Reigns. It's gonna freaking be a freaking match. There's gonna be so many kickouts, GTS, spears, curb stomps, probably chair shots. Like I said, we're gonna get into a Raw a little bit. That freaking promo was good. Seth wearing the kind of the Shield vest, but more dripped out with her. And yeah, Roman's saying, why'd you do that, Paul Heyman? Why'd you betray me? He says, I didn't betray you, it's just a favor. And he said, Roman's just a favor, you choose to do a favor, you don't ask for a favor, or something like that. Basically you choose a favor, why did you betray me? And then Seth Rollins comes out, starts telling Roman that you haven't found the piece of the puzzle yet. He's now figuring out that CM Punk is the enemy, and he said, he kind of turned with Roman, he was kind of aligning himself with Seth at the end. He's like, you're right. And then he's like, I got, what did he say? He said something. And I've made my choice or something. And then he just beat Seth Rollins up. And then Paul Heyman's, I acknowledge you, my tribal chief. And then he just hits, pushes him away. He didn't actually hit him. He just, pushed him away. And then out comes CM Punk. They start brawling. Seth Rollins stops them both. hits him with a chair shot. That's probably the best thing of the promo. Like, there was a lot of lines that I'm forgetting, but I want to get to the actual match, you know. And yeah, he hits him with another freaking chair shot. There's just never ending with Seth Rollins. He's just gonna keep, like, they're gonna keep going with this storyline with the chair shot and everything. We're probably gonna have Roman hit them with another chair shot, then Seth again. You know, it's just whatever. It would be kind of cool if CM Punk hits them both with a chair shot and wins. But who I think is gonna win this match? CM Punk, Seth freaking Rollins, or Roman Reigns, OTC. This was a hard one, but just because there's a little favor, Seth Rollins. I do think Seth Rollins is gonna walk out of WrestleMania. Honestly, before I thought it would be CM Punk or Roman. I was like thinking, oh, maybe Seth Rollins is gonna win because he's like, to say what he said, it's best for business, and maybe he could be swerving us and he actually wins, and he aligns himself with The Rock and Roman. Because I do think there's one more, like I've been saying, there's one more to be left. I think it's either going to be Jey Uso or Seth Rollins. I don't know if it's going to be revealed at WrestleMania because they haven't, like, swerved us to believing there's one more. Like, obviously, The Rock hasn't been here that much, or hasn't been here after Elimination Chamber to, like, make us think that way. But we didn't know about John Cena, so they could be swerving us at WrestleMania. But I do think it's either going to be Seth or Jey Uso, hopefully joining them. And have Seth Rollins, he did say what's best for business, you know, give a little smirk. I don't know. But Seth Rollins, I feel, will walk out of WrestleMania with either Paul Heyman's help, or, you know, Paul Heyman just screws them both over and then Seth Rollins takes advantage. Either way, I think the most that doesn't have a disadvantage going into this match is Seth freaking Rollins. Even though Roman and, you know, they all hate each other, so I can't just say they both hate Seth Rollins because, you know, they all hate each other, and that's why I think this match is going to be a freaking match of the night, at least for WrestleMania. Actually, no. There's a lot of freaking matches of the night, like Charlotte vs. Tiffany. I know it's going to be a freaking incredible match. Just going back to that Charlotte vs. Rhea match. That was a freaking incredible. I think it's going to be even better than that one, maybe, or like the same level. So yeah, WrestleMania Saturday, that's all my predictions, guys. And now let's get into night 2 of WrestleMania Sunday. We start off with the triple threat match. Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky versus Bianca Belair for the WWE, or the World Heavyweight Championship, the Women's World Heavyweight Championship. I'm going to go with, not going to lie, Bianca Belair. The reason why is because I do think somehow she will turn heel, whether it's someone helping her, maybe like a Naomi after she loses, maybe Jade Cargill if she loses, maybe turn to the dark side, I don't know, or she just, obviously it's going to be a triple threat match, she could cheat her way to victory, but I feel like they're going to keep going strong with this streak. She did kind of mention it in her promo, like they all have promos in Raw, but I think I think Bianca's going to win. Like, I do want Io Sky to have a long reign, but I think they just gave it to her, like, also, like, on the night to walk into WrestleMania as champion. And I do think it's going to be Bianca. I feel like Rhea Ripley, like, already had her time with the Women's World Championship. And Bianca Belair, I really do want her to feud with Jade Cargill. And I do think maybe that's where they're going. Bianca versus Jade. SummerSlam. And obviously that means Bianca has to win the title. Doesn't mean it has to be at WrestleMania, but I do think it's going to happen at WrestleMania. And obviously a streak going strong. I think it will continue. Maybe that's going to be the new Undertaker for the women's at least. And yeah, I do think Bianca Belair will retain somehow in a heelish way, maybe turn heel fully, but Bianca becomes the new Women's World Champion. But whoever walks out, I don't care. It's going to be a freaking banger match to start WrestleMania. I do think that will start off WrestleMania Night 2. Then we have Logan Paul and AJ Styles. Honestly, just give the phenomenal one, the win against the Mavericks. They probably will give the Logan Paul the win, but AJ Styles just came back. He hasn't had that many matches, and he's the phenomenal one. You should, like, if he's the phenomenal one, he should be beating Logan Paul. That's just come, 4 years in the company? 5 years? I don't know. Since 2022. So 3 years, 4 years in the company. I mean, Logan Paul, just in the small time, he's a freaking incredible match. He's having, like, a match with one of the greatest of all time, AJ Styles, like, in-ring wrestlers of all time, just promo, like, whatever, of all time, AJ Styles. So that's incredible for Logan. But I do think AJ Styles should win, and I think he will win. I think it's going to be an incredible match. Like, there's a lot of freaking match of the night potential for each night, and that's what I'm loving about WrestleMania. It's always stacked. It's always going to be a great show. We're obviously going to get, hopefully, a lot of 5-star matches coming from both nights. And I do think this might be one of them. Like, they could have freaking incredible matches. Like, AJ Styles had a freaking incredible match with Shane McMahon. And Shane McMahon actually carried that, too. Like, you know, so AJ Styles can have a good match. And obviously Logan Paul is incredible, so yeah. And there's going to be a viral moment somewhere in this match. So AJ Styles wins. But obviously Logan Paul could always cheat his way to victory. But I'm going with AJ Styles, the phenomenal one. Woo! They don't want no. Hopefully they need to start singing They Don't Want Them, you know, AJ Styles song. Then we have Liv and Raquel versus Bayley and Lyra Valkyria. I do think Liv and Raquel retain. I'm just going to go straight into that. I do think they retain the Women's Tag Team Championships. Liv and Raquel, they're like the actual tag team, I guess, going into this. And then Bayley will just turn on Lyra, just adding more to her storyline, I guess. I do think Roxanne versus Bayley should have happened in one-on-one. Or maybe just add Lyra Valkyria, have her be a triple threat for the IC title, and then you should have had like Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross actually here to make a storyline and have us care about Liv and Raquel versus Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross, or just have us care about the women's tag titles being held by Liv and Raquel. Like, Liv Morgan is one of the best. Raquel, she's good too, but Liv Morgan should honestly be in a world title match, but I feel like they should have made us care more. They just kind of made this match up. Like, Bayley and Lyra Valkyria are not that much of a tag team, but hey, they do good as a tag team. But I think kind of not an easy one, but Liv and Raquel will win, and probably Bayley will turn. Now we have a Sin City Street Fight. I do feel like this is what we needed, like a stipulation, and it's gonna be it's gonna freaking be a good match with this stipulation and a street fight. Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre. All the weeks leading to this match, I do think Drew McIntyre was gonna win, but now he took the chain of Damian Priest. Like, it still could be like a swerve. They kind of be swerving me. Because I do think, because of that, Damian Priest now, he gets back his chain after the win. But it's going to be a freaking street fight. I do think they might continue this feud a little bit more. But either way, I do kind of want Drew McIntyre to win more. And that's why I'm going to be choosing Drew McIntyre. I feel like this storyline will do better if Drew McIntyre wins. I feel like if Damian Priest wins, they can have more matches. But I mean, it's going to be a street fight. So what more do you want? What more can they do with the storyline? It's already a street fight, their first match. They've had matches before, but maybe this is the final match, and I feel like Damian Priest should be the one walking. If this is the final match of their feud, I guess they have been having throughout the whole year, last year and this year. But I don't know, Drew McIntyre, I feel like does deserve a huge win. Like, he lost Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber. He was never gonna win those, but he's lost a lot of good matches this year. Give Drew McIntyre the win. I don't care. Damian Priest does deserve a win to have him back into the main event spot, but I feel just give Drew McIntyre the win. But it's going to be a good match. Street Fight, they're going to go crazy. I don't think they're going to go crazy as Kevin Owens and the Sami Zayn match, but if they, just a little bit, scratch the surface as they did, it'll be a good Street Fight. I do think that this was a pretty hard one, but I'm going to go with Drew McIntyre. Then we have Randy Orton versus, we don't know yet, some are saying Sikoa, maybe it could still be a knockout. We're probably going to find out at WrestleMania, SmackDown this week. But either way, Randy Orton's going to punch someone, hopefully, and win. He's just going to win. I think Randy Orton will 100% win at WrestleMania. That's it. Whoever it is, Nick Aldis, Solo Sikoa. Unless it's a returning Aleister Black or Rusev, but I don't think it's going to be there. And I think it's already pretty much confirmed that Aleister Black's going to be on SmackDown after Mania. I don't know when Rusev is, but we need Rusev Day back. But yeah, I think Randy Orton's going to hopefully punch someone, but if not, for sure, at least win. And he needs a singles match, and where better to get that singles match victory than at WrestleMania, maybe. So yeah, give Randy Orton the Viber win. Hopefully it's someone heelish like Solo Sikoa, maybe Lord Kaiser. His WrestleMania challenge still has a... I don't know what the heck happened with that. They probably just did that storyline, to be fair. But yeah, give Randy Orton the win, the Viper. And now I think we're getting into the final matches. Yeah, I think the final two, man and women. It's time for Cero Miedo versus Dominic Mysterio. You already know, Latino Heat versus Braun Breaker the Beast. The wolf. Woo, the dogs are out. And Finn Balor. Literally any of these could win. Finn Balor to finally get a victory and an actual title. That would be good. To have this push. They said they were gonna get him push. That would freaking help a lot. Dominic Mysterio to get finally a gold, mid-card title, any title. I really do think he deserves it. Panther to get his first gold, and he 100% deserves it too. And Rob Breaker just to retain in WrestleMania. His WrestleMania coming in. It's literally could be anyone. But I did say, I think in one of my videos last year at the end of the year, I do see Dominic Mysterio win the Intercontinental Championship. And I think he's going to pin Finn Balor, and Dominic Mysterio actually wins. It's either going to be Dominic or Dominic or Penta, in my opinion. I don't think Rob Breaker honestly walks out of WrestleMania. If he does, props to him, but I do feel like Sheamus should have been in this match. But it's either gonna be Dominic Mysterio or Cero. In my opinion, that's kind of who I want more. Finn Balor, if he just sticks this one more pin, to break up the Judgment Day, then I'm fine with it. Dominic Mysterio pins him, turns on him, hits him with a chair, whatever. It's gonna be a fatal four, no rules, whatever. And then we get Dominic Mysterio as a champion. And then we have a little feud, and Finn Balor gets a push, and with the title, IC title. And yeah, I mean, they could just do that, like he turns on him and then Penta wins, you know, or Braun Breaker retains because they cost each other the match or whatever, or we just have a little bit more, like, we don't have to turn it, but I feel like they have to do it at WrestleMania, and they've been teasing it a little, not too much, like, oh, it's 100% gonna happen. They could still, they do it somewhere else, maybe wait until SummerSlam, you never know, but something has to happen in this match. But I am gonna go with Dominic Mysterio. I think what's gonna happen, Dominic's gonna turn, thanks to Liv Morgan, you know, she's gonna persuade him, I guess, to turn on Finn Balor, and maybe we have a new leader soon, I don't know, but Dominic Mysterio will finally get his title that I've been calling for, well, a lot of people have been calling for a while. And I do think it happens at WrestleMania 41, and he deserves it, but like, anyone could win. I'll be freaking excited over it. Like, I would freaking love it if Penta win. That's really who I really want to win. But the second one for sure is Dominic Mysterio. I would be crazy if he wins, and I would actually cheer. I don't care. He's one of my favorites, to be honest. So yeah, it's a hard one to choose, but Dominic Mysterio becomes the new Intercontinental Champion by turning on Finn Balor, maybe. So yeah. If the turn is not gonna happen, then I think it's Penta, but Dominic Mysterio. And now the main event of night 2: John Cena, heel John Cena. I still can't believe it. Versus Cody Rhodes, the ultimate face, the new baby face, the new John Cena of this generation. Who's gonna win? Man. You must be crazy if you think I'm choosing the American Nightmare. Whoa, hell no. John Cena, there's no way they turn them face for nothing. My freaking goal is going to win the 17th championship, and I'm going to be going freaking crazy. Hopefully Randy Orton, Seth Rollins, Sheamus, whoever it is helps them, or if not, John Cena gets it done by itself, and I do think we're going to get a little rattlesnake coming in WrestleMania, take out the final boss, you know, take him out of there, and it's just John Cena and Cody Rhodes, how it should be. John Cena, you know, taps him out, whatever, chokes him until he bleeds out. I don't know, I do think there's going to be some blood. I'm just going crazy. I can't wait for this match, and John Cena gets his 17th championship. Don't do it at freaking SummerSlam. It is a huge show, but no. Have it at WrestleMania where he won his first title, and then 20 years or whatever, 25 years later, he wins his final title at WrestleMania, the freaking 17th championship at WrestleMania. John Cena gets it done. Screw the story. The story was done last year. Now we're into a new story, heel John Cena, and it starts with John Cena winning the 17th championship and having a freaking incredible reign. And no one's going to forget his final reign. There's no way they're going to make everyone forget. And they're not going to have a short reign with his final title reign in the big 17th. They're going to make a big deal of it, and it's going to start at WrestleMania, the 17th championship reign. I'm out of here, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy. John Cena, the heel John Cena, is going to become the new WWE Undisputed Champion, and maybe bring back the spinner belt. I don't care. They hated it. The fans hated it, and that's why he brought it up in a storyline against Cody Rhodes, and I do think, because the fans technically hated it, I didn't. He's going to bring him back, and I do think that's where they're going. The night ends with John Cena as a spinner belt. Maybe the WrestleMania 29 pose will be now, 11 years later. And, you know, The Rock holding up John Cena's hand and, you know, going like this, like in the WrestleMania 29 picture. I think that could be like the final picture of WrestleMania 41. But John Cena's it has to win. Like, there's no way they just did this heel run for nothing. I don't know. I wouldn't say I would love it if Cody wins, but I do think maybe he might be John Cena's final opponent. He gets it back. I do think Cody Rhodes will get his title back for sure, probably at the end of the year. But yeah. And I really do I'm a little biased. I want to see John Cena versus Randy Orton in St. Louis, Missouri in Backlash. So that's my WrestleMania predictions. John Cena is going to walk out as the 17th champion, the WWE champion, the 17th champion in WrestleMania. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, guys. And maybe a Stone Cold Rattlesnake will return and take out the final boss. He doesn't have to take out John Cena. Just take out the boss, you know, to get him out of the ring or stun him or whatever. Maybe bring out Bud Bunny and take out Travis Scott. He probably will be at WrestleMania. There's going to be a lot of artists, a lot of celebrities. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Those are my predictions for WrestleMania and Silent Delaware. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. No Raw and SmackDown, but we don't need it with this big episode. It's already freaking 35 minutes. So yeah, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. And it's going to be a huge week. It already is a huge week. I can't wait. Hall of Fame, Silent Delaware, WrestleMania, like Slammy Awards too. Like, oh my god, there's so many things going on. Hopefully you guys enjoy this WrestleMania official predictions with some Stand and Deliver predictions. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and as always, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn notifications on for John Cena becoming the 17th WWE Champion in WrestleMania. It's going to be a huge weekend. I can't wait. Literally, my favorite weekends of all time is WrestleMania weekends, and I can't wait. Thanks for watching. Maybe probably the next video will be like a Slammy Award winners, like who I would choose, but I don't know the next video, but maybe. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and it's WrestleMania week, baby. Let's go. Peace out.
Yeah.